All right, before getting to the newspaper headlines for today, well, it's countdown to I Beg to Differ starting May 27th from 3 p.m. It's going to be so much fun. We'll get to see secondary school students aged 13 to 16 competing for the grand prize of 1 million naira. So, hey, if you already applied, now is a good time to check your email to see if you got feedback and if you'll be a part of that competition. It's going to be so much fun, and you are going to hear children, give various opinions about different subjects I'll be, talking about when that competition begins May 27th at 3 p.m. So mark your calendars and get ready to be a part of I Beg to Differ, happening right here on Nigeria Info. It's now 6:30. Let's see what the headlines are saying. We'll be going through The Punch, The Guardian, The Nation, Vanguard, and The Daily Trust. Please note that these headlines have got nothing to do with Nigeria Info and are only read as published according to the editorial guidelines of these various media outlets. So ensure that you have the facts, details, and every information that you need, even while you react to them. Getting into The Punch, we have this major headline: first anniversary. Tinubu directs 47 ministers to showcase scorecards. Labour wants 497,000 naira. Federal government laments paucity of funds. Electricity subsidy gulps 629 billion naira as discos generate 1.1 trillion naira. BDC agents reject new CBN licensing guidelines. Tinubu replaces Bill as FRSC boss, appoints Mohammed. Reps want seized property converted to government offices. Proof claim military is profiting from terrorism, DHQ tells governor. Guest dies during Lagos birthday celebration, host held. Forex, 200 BDC operators arrested, EFCC alleges fraud. Missing mother of two took her life, father. Let's go on to The Guardian. 18-year-old construction work from 9 billion naira in 2006 abandoned National Library to cost over 200 billion naira. CBN reduces duty forex exchange rates 8th time in May as naira trades above 1,500 naira to the dollar. Federal government says negotiation is for minimum wage, not living wage. Offers 57,000 naira. $380 Nigerians abducted in January, Reps declares. Federal government to facilitate return of Nigerian medical experts abroad. First year in office, federal government eyes low-key ceremony, gives Tinubu pass mark. 7.3 million discos customers still unmetered. Kanu governor considers partnership with Netherlands on food security, climate change. Senate to probe gas pipeline explosion in Bayelsa. On The Nation, banditry, DHQ tackles Governor Rada. Tinubu in support of autonomy for councils, says Akume. How 386 were rescued from Sambisa is a report on The Nation. Government labor shift grounds in minimum wage talks. Forex crisis, BDCs to recapitalize, reapply in CBN reform plan. NDDC donates food items worth millions of naira to Rivers community. Inspector killed, 5 others injured in Plateau clash. 17 months after, police rescued 2 abducted daughters of Zamfara lawmaker. Lagos attracted over 50 billion naira investment in 1 year, says commissioner. On the Vanguard, minimum wage, labor cuts demand to 497,000 naira. Federal government, OPS, offer 57,000 naira. CBN orders existing BDCs to reapply for new license. Drug trafficking trial. Court grants Abakari 2 weeks bail to bury mom. Family of detained accountant asks IG to probe fraud allegations. Ondo court jails teenager 14 years for rape. Police rescue kidnapped minors in Zamfara after 19 months in captivity. Solution to bad governance in Africa is more democracy. Tinubu. Naira depreciates to 1,495 to the dollar in parallel market. Makinde, Mba, Fubara, others storm Abia for Wagbara's reception. Cross River. Ex-Speaker Ayabem misappropriated 48 million naira NEPA bill, 17 lawmakers allege. Tinubu removes Wike's ally after backlash. Abuja lays contribution to national development exemplary, worthy of emulation, Emir of Kanu. We must re-examine democracy inherited from West, Obasanjo tells African leaders. Our final stop for today is the Daily Trust. Why APC feels threatened by possible PDP-Labour Party merger. CBN asks BDC operators to reapply for new licenses. FCT, operator of Dambe Sports Center, 30 others arrested in Day. Knox kudos as FCT stops area courts from hearing criminal cases. Lukman to Ganduje. Convene APC NEC caucus meetings within 16 days. Policeman shot dead by colleague in Jos. Heavy security as Kanu Emirates cancel law scales first reading. Cross River Speaker impeached. Aviation College clears air on capacity constraints. CNG, no conversion centers in 27 states. Dust over Obi's visit to Labour Party Secretariat. Naira devaluation. Nigerian students in UK varsity forced to discontinue, return home. And that's it on the Daily Trust. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can go on there to catch the conversation and also drop your thoughts and comments. It's Nigeria Info Abuja. Don't forget to follow the conversation. To call in 0700 951 0000, 08095974869. The WhatsApp number, you can call that number using the regular phone call option as well, 08099930137. When you send a message, don't forget to include your name and your location. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, welcome.
Nigeria.
What's your name, please? Welcome. Go ahead.
Making moves for the return of doctors who have left the country. There is something we call love for nation. And this thing is something that you don't force on people. I will tell you that most people who come to talk about the unity of Nigeria is because of what they are benefiting at the detriment of other people. If you put a cargo plane today in all the airports and ask people who want to leave Nigeria, I will tell you that more than half of the citizens will want to go out. But if there is this love for your nation, even if you are offered 10 billion as salary as a doctor, you know that this profession you have spent your life studying, you want to impact it back on your people. That is a situation where we find ourselves. This Western world, in collaboration with some people, political criminals here will come and say, this is how we want it to be. There's something they say that is constant in life, is change. But it is only in Nigeria that they will tell you, this is how it is, and it is not going to change. We talk about the instructor, they say no. We talk about the referendum, they say no. All they want is let it be as it is. And we say no to it. You don't force people to. This is not how nations are built. This is not how people are supposed to live together. Military, the report of how many people that have been killed in 1 month, they are in Ghana, dancing Sakaba dance.
All right, Charles.
Security is threatened. They should leave that place and go and do the work they are paid to do.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Good morning to all listeners. I hope it's my name. I greet the first caller. My object is on Obasanjo to, examine our democracy. Not only democracy. They're greater than independence. And they're still, like a half independent. Yeah? That's same on the problem. Look at our students in UK. That's the setback. But some of them cannot pay school fees. So this, he tried to help me. He cannot be able to help me. You know better. These people, they are still hold us captive in some ways. They say they give us this democracy. Nothing wrong with democracy. But they give us democracy and they still, try to, they're like a monkey hand in a pot of soup. So, and another thing is insecurity in this country. Another policeman was shot in a in the market. It's unfair. Our security agents, their life is not safe again because of maybe political, one thing or the other. This is the issue of insecurity. Some government officials, they are benefiting from it.
All right, okay.
Yeah, they are benefiting not. Why not secure the people? Why not secure the people? Thank you. Have a nice day.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome.
How was your night?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. I greet you, Mr. Okui, and about to follow our mom is here and Salasi. He's a lovely brother from North Central, living for Federal Housing, Malarino. I talk about the minimum wage by the labor and the federal government. Mr. Itodo, that 50,000 is not enough for this hardship now we're into. Because if you go to the market now, every day things are increased. And whenever it increase that money, and again, as I know APC, If they even pay that 1,000 now, they will keep the fed again, and they put us. So they give you with the left hand and they collect with the right hand. So Labour should stand on their stood. They should not greed because Nigerians are suffering. People are dying with hunger. People are down to sickness. God deliver from every government. Thank you.
All right. And looking at what's happening on our YouTube live right now, you can join in as well at Nigeria Info Abuja. Emmanuel Clement, whether living wage or minimum wage, 57,000 cannot meet up the need of the common man due to the current hardship in the country. Federal government should be put herself in the shoes of the common man, is what Emmanuel Clement says. Good morning, Paul Bulus. Asu Peter says, how will you score your ministers when all MDAs have been saying they have not been giving funds? Federal government should also go ahead and tell us how each minister or how much each minister has collected so far. And on WhatsApp, Mwazu John Lasisi says, 1 year anniversary. The president directs 47 ministers to showcase their scorecards. It's no more business as usual. Anyone not able to meet standards should be dropped. Good morning, progressives. And I congratulate the new co-marshal and chief executive of the FRSC, a gentleman officer, an approachable leader. I wish him good wisdom as he carries out his assignments, is what James in Abuja says. Chukwugozie Onu in Madala, Inspector killed and many others in Jos. Why all these killings in Jos? Federal government should do something fast to stop this evil. God bless Nigeria and Nigerians. Federal government gives Tinubu pass mark for his 1 year in office. Not the same for me. Faith in Lube. Federal government pricing minimum wage like crayfish when PBAT said he was going to pay workers a living wage. How much was he thinking was good? I don't know when politicians will start keeping to their promises. Asutex in Lube. And Ishaku says Labour wants 497,000 naira. Federal government laments paucity of funds. Truth being told, an average Nigerian politician might not love this country. They lavish themselves with what even developed countries do not give their politicians. Citizens are always told stories, but are taxed and told this is what is obtained in developed countries. Nigeria will surely overcome. Ishaku in Lube. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Itodo.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, this is Justice of Peace.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Federal government scored Tinubu pass mark for 1 year in office. I don't know. I want to ask, which area are they scoring him from? Or what is the criteria of the scorecard? Is it inflation? Is it the hardship? Is it the suffering of the masses? We are talking of minimum wage for those workers that are working. What about those who have no job? What about businesses that are closing day by day because of the policies of this government? So how do they evaluate the achievement and give him the scorecard? Itodo, it took this president just let me just say a space of 3, 4, 5 minutes to remove subsidy and put Nigeria into chaos. But 1 year later, a minimum wage is still under deliberation, discussion, talking, arguing, bargaining. 1 year, but it was only under the space of 5 minutes. He says subsidy is gone, and that triggered the whole problem in Nigeria. Those who give him this scorecard, who pass him, do they even check all these ones? Are their wife going to market to buy food stuff? Do they know the hunger that Nigerians are going through? I think they should not deceive us.
Right.
Whoever wants favor from the president should come out boldly and demand for favor, not to use Nigeria as a card to present for favor.
All
Please.
Right.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
My name is DJ, and I'm calling you from Calgary.
Welcome, DJ. Please go ahead.
I understand the newspaper said Cross River State Speaker mismanaged the sum of 700 and something million made for electricity bill.
That's over 400 million, yes, for the NEPA bills. Well, yes, that's what it is, actually.
The NEPA bill, just imagine. Money made for NEPA bill is now what politician is now looking at.
That the figure is 48 million naira.
No matter the figure, the amount, why will the speaker look at that area to confiscate that money or to embezzle that money or to put that money in some personal pocket? Just imagine. So the essence of going into politics is now ways for you to look at loopholes for you to embezzle money. Is this the essence of politics? So everybody is just looking at carrying their torch. The moment they are given the opportunity to lead, they will carry their torch and looking for loopholes just to embezzle money. What a shame. A whole speaker, 48 million or whatever the amount is, you want to embezzle it for yourself? Why? What's going on in this country? That is why some of us, we don't even like the politics. So because the moment you go there, if you are branded a corrupt man, meaning it's justified. It's justified. Why? What's going on?
All right, DJ.
I'm really not happy. Cross River State Speaker, imagine. It is well.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome. What's your name, please?
God bless you. That's Zeben on the line.
Welcome, Zeben.
Dikin Itodo.
Yes.
You know, I trust this our former leader, Obasanjo, say we should re-examine this democracy inherited from the West. Really, it is on point. We need proper review. The West, they are practicing their own is from the scratch, and they are doing well. But we put salt and sugar in our own here. We give ourselves immunity. We clap ourselves when we are doing bad. No, all these things we need to have a review, or we have our own line of democracy. No, we're not showing or following the democracy inherited from the West. We put our own salt and sugar here. That's why we are failing. So we need proper review of democracy here. Thank you.
All right, Zeben, thank you. And Ogbonna Ifoke Nwuseto also shares the thoughts of Zeben, saying, I agree with Obasanjo that we should reconsider democracy we inherited from the West. Let's have our own homegrown democracy suitable to our own peculiarities. Labour should be serious about their demands and be realistic. I agree with Baba Obasanjo. We need our own type of democracy in Africa and not the Western democracy. Oludade Abiodun. Democracy is democracy everywhere. It has worked and is working in most advanced countries. What we need in Nigeria and Africa is good governance, that is rule of law, sincere leadership, prudent management, and selfless service, and so on. And we are good to go, is the thought that Tony Ode shares. How much is this minimum wage? Is the question that you are asking. Well, the offer right now is 57,000 naira. It's gone from 48 to 54 and now 57. Emeka Ohanyido from Somerset says, why should federal government continue to beat around the bush this hard time and they're talking about 54,000 naira? It's critical time. They should mention 100,000 naira. How much are ministers earning in a month? How much are senators and governors earning? But when it comes to workers' salaries, they start to mention chicken change. Nigeria shall be great again is how Emeka concludes his message. And on YouTube, Judwell Chima says to get... Oh, wow. Judwell. Well, we're live right now, so you can just catch up, all right? Once we are done with the live, you can still watch, what we spoke about earlier. But thank you for being a part of the conversation today. In case you missed out, you can do the same as well. Go onto YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. At 7 o'clock, it'll be time for the news. You can go on there to... you can do all. Stay tuned to catch the updates on the news at 7 o'clock. And afterwards, we're back to It'll be time for us to get back to getting more of your reactions to the headlines for today. We went through the Punch, the Vanguard, the Guardian, the Nation, and the Daily Trust. Do all to stay tuned to Nigeria Info and grab yourself a cup of tea, coffee, water. Stay hydrated.
Informative, exciting, and stimulating talk. Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.